feel like there is business to accomplish. We welcome you back to Lone Depot Park. Rain in the area much of the afternoon. None of it matters. Sanchez on the mound for Team Dominican Republic tonight. Guy who finished second in National League Cy Young voting last year, who will slot right at about 50% on that last year. Let's take a look at Team Korea's starting lineup. We talked about Bo Young-boon in the open. He has
swinging early in counts. That's going to be the key for Korea if they want to do anything and create these pressure situations. They
1-1 pitch swung on it, missed.
That's the pitch right there. That sinker down in the zone.
He deliver everybody back to their teams healthy.
That's right.
That's in play for Manny Machado. And Christopher Sanchez first out comes on the ground tonight. Jones here representing Korea by virtue of his mother's. Well, the ground ball was his friend last year. Only 3 national. Thanks to Jemai Jones. Another ground ball. This one for Perdomo. Died in signing that big contract to play with the San Francisco Giants. Noise behind Sanchez. And an all business start to the night by the Dominican ace of the KBO, Hyunjin Ryu, on the mound for the Koreans tonight. Try to run the gauntlet. Well, Team Korea knew that if they got this far into the knockout round, they were saving their best weapon for onto the scene in Korea. First player in the history of their league to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season. Left as a start innings. Tatis locked up on a big yacker. Hyunjin Ryu pulled lineup for Albert Pujols. Juan Soto bats third. Guerrero and Machado follow. Junior Caminero, 45. All-star Ketel Marte.
One thing they're doing in that dugout, Dominican dugout, is they're
19. I think regardless of who gets to work on the mound for Team Korea, as one gone, bases empty, bottom of the first, and a chopper to shortstop for Ju-Won Kim. 2 quick outs for Rurin. 6-time Silver Slugger picks on the first pitch. Hyesung Kim bobbles, recovers in plenty of time, and it's a score. 2 ground outs and a strikeout looking for each starter tonight. Big pass and a miss to put on behind 1-2.
That's Sanchez.
Your pitch count than you could have been. And a chopper for Marte. Infield's been busy so far tonight for. I mean, the 11 runs batted in, the most ever for any player in the first round of the tournament. And rather anxiously
as before, but only on video. Only on games live. I've seen it too many times.
Wow, all business, man. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Manny Machado, and Junior Caminero against Hyunjin Ryu in the second. That's what we do as dads. And there's ball 4. And there's some of the great plate discipline that we discussed in the first inning.
When Manny was with the Dodgers.
We forget about 44 innings last year. Manny sends that one into the outfield. First ball that's been put in play out there. Jemai Jones handle
backwards pitching.
Here is the 22-year-old champion out there for a long time. That's going to stay fair and do a little damage. It's going to rattle around in the corner. And they're going to wave big Vladdy, throw to the plate. What a slide! He's saved! Oh, man! Vladdy mid-air.
Well, check this out. Gets a pitch down in the zone. Just like Vladdy. Standing the infield's in. Just got to make contact. And that's something they struggled on.
And there's ball 4. 2 in with 2 away. Runner at first for a bunting Geraldo Perdomo, who pushes that one foul. And that would have caught everybody by surprise. 0-2 the count to Geraldo Perdomo. A little check-in. So like it's B. Perdomo sends that to center field. What a nice at-bat that was. Base hit and a 2-strike count. Runners at first and second for Tatis. Into the opposite field. It's going to get Ramirez home. 3-0 DR.
Another 2-out rally. We've seen it all tournament. Gets the fastball down and away.
No, who just turned 42 years old, and he inherits a bit of a 2-out mess. Thor. No has pitched more games than any other pit. Marte, and a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Man, that looked awfully close. Got him. Marte swings over the top of a ball in the dirt. However, 3 runs on. Kim just 1 for 10 so far in World Baseball Classic play. Won himself a World Series the moment, and it's like we're in mid-July all of a sudden.
It's got to be the lights. Thinking about speeding the bat up. Yeah, he's got no chance right there.
No chance.
Well, 6 start against Nicaragua. He was just overthrowing his first start in the W. He's also got the build for being a guy who can take up to 200 innings.
Up to 32 pitches. Again, Albert Pujols 20 or more homers in 3 straight seasons. And he draws ball 4. Has been called a hit-first shortstop. It's a diplomatic way of saying they're not sold on the glove yet. Now Joo-won Kim, a Korean shortstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Christopher Sanchez tonight. One of those 5 pitches were sliders. There's a ground ball to third for Machado. Goes the short way. They cut down Kim and strand the one. Dominican Republic half of inning number 3. Back from Lone Depot Park with Yonder Alonso, Matt Vasgersian, Juan Soto, who grounded out to end the first inning.
Just love how Soto has moved up in the box too. He's not throwing that hard.
Fans' point of view, with their mouths agape, Soto bashes a ball into right center field for a leadoff base hit. He's seen flying Vlad for good and evil. Soto stays put. Vlad sends out into right center, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Soto being waved around the bag by Carlos Feblis. Oh, what a throw to the plate, and they missed the tag. Soto's safe. Park wants him to look at it again. The ball beat him. I can't wait to see this replay. It looks like Soto got the oven mitt in there.
I thought it was an aggressive send by Carlos Feblis, the third base coach right there. Think together, let's see. Yeah, maybe the...
4-0 DR.